Today's topic is state table. Now we all know that state table explains the behavior, or it is used to analyze a sequential circuit. Now let us take one example sequential circuit. Now this is the sequential circuit which we are talking about, which have inputs like X, output like Y, and flip flops this DA and DB. Now when we combine all these together, it becomes a sequential circuit. So in previous class, we have seen how to derive a state equation by using this diagram. And we have derived the equation for DA, which is nothing but equation for this flip-flop, and DB, the equation for this one, and Y, the equation for the output. Right. Now we will we will try to analyze this part using a table, state table. Now, in order to understand the state table, first we should understand the diagram, sequential circuit. Okay, so we know that sequential circuit is made up of inputs, outputs, and the flip-flops. When we combine all these together, it forms a sequential circuit. And in this example, we have an input X, which is an external input, and input A, which is an current input, or the input of this one current state, and also one more input which is B, DB. So when we combine the external input and the current inputs DA and DB, and when we form a equation, they will give us the output Y. Understand? Now that equations are DA is equals to AX plus BX, DB is equals to A complement X, and Y is equals to AX complement plus BX complement. So these were the equations which we got in the previous example. Got it? So this DA was the is the equation for flip flop A. DB is the equation for flip flop B, and Y is the output of the total circuit. Got it? Now we got the equations. Now the next step is to draw the table, state table, using these equations. Understand? All right, let me use a pen here. All right. Okay. So I hope you understood this part. So this X is the input, Y is the output, and these two things, A and B, are the flip-flop states. Now let me explain one thing. Now this A has present state and next state. Remember, similarly, B also have present state and next state. All right. Now, Shoaib, the clock is used for to synchronize these two. So this is a synchronous sequential circuit. So in order to synchronize this circuit, we are using the clock. Got it, Shoaib? Right. So I was saying that this A has the present state and the next stage. Similarly, B also have the present state and the next state. Present state is nothing but the current value in the current value of A. That means the present value of A. That can be 0 or that can be 1. Now the next state is nothing but when the current input is fed to this circuit, this logic. Understand? Now it will give us another output, right? Now that is the next stage of A. Got it? Similarly, we also have a present value. It might be 0 or it might be 1. Now next stage of B is nothing but when the current stage value is fed to this part, it will give a output. Right now that output is the next stage. Again, it might be a 0 1 or it might be a 1, 0 or 1. So we are seeing the different columns here. The first column is the present state of A, present state of B. Next one is next stage of A and next stage of B. And we have output X. Got it? In order to get the equation Y, output Y, we need all these things. Understand? Now let's go back to the points here. Okay. Now let me read out the points which belongs to state table. To the behavior of a sequential circuit is determined from the inputs, the output, and the state of its flip-flops. Now in this section, the input is X. In this section, the input is X, the output is Y, and the flip-flops are A, comma, B. And the flip-flop states means present state, present state, next states of A and B. So when we combine all these together, it will show us the behavior of a sequential circuit. Both the outputs are the next state. Both the outputs and the next state of a function of the inputs are the and the present state. Okay, basically they when we combine all these things, it will give us the output, right? A sequential circuit is specified by the state table that relates outputs and next states as a function of inputs and present state. Okay, let me directly go to the diagram and explain these things so that you can understand clearly. Now, can you see this slide? Can you able to see this slide? Okay. Now we have 4 columns here. Present state of A and B, present state of A and B, okay, and the next state of A and B, we have input and we have output. So how we came to this table? How did we draw this table? First, what we will do is we will write all the possible binary combinations of this A and B. Okay. Now, A can be 0, 0, right? So let me take the dA. dA is equals to, okay. So let me take this case. Now, if suppose A is 0, B is 0, and when the output is also 0, then what will be the next stage of A? Yeah, X is the external input. Yes. So what we are trying to do is we are trying to guess the output of dA. That means next stage of dA. So in order to get the next stage of dA, we need to consider the present state of A and the X value. Got it? And the present state of B and the X value. Because dA is nothing but AX plus BX. Now, what is the present state of A? So let me write it here again. dA is equals to AX plus BX. Now, what is the present state of A here? Present state of A is 0 into what is X value here? 0 plus what is the present state of B here? 0 and the present or what is the input value? X into X. Now what will be the dA? 0 into 0 is 0 plus 0 into 0 is 0. Sorry, here it is 0. So finally dA is equals to 0. So that is what we got it here, right? The next stage of A is 0. Similarly, we will try to calculate the next stage of B. So next stage of B, that is dB, is equals to, what is the equation? A complement x. A complement x. Now, what is the present state of A here? 0. When we complement this 0, it becomes 1. 1 into, what is the input value here in this particular point? Input value x is 0. So 1 into 0, so that is equals to 0. So dB is equals to 0. So that's why we got 0. Now we will see the output y. Okay, how did we get this 0 here? So y is equals to, what is the equation? A x complement plus b x complement. Okay, a is 0, there x complement, that is into 1, plus b is 0, x complement is 1. So finally we will get 0, y is equals to 0. So that's what we got it here, y is equals to 0. Now we will check one more random thing. We will take um, this point, second. Okay, we will take second. Now in the second equation, let me erase this part. 1 minute. All right, now we will take the second record here. So, and we will try to calculate dA, dB and y values. So in this way, table is constructed, state table is constructed. So we are considering the present states of flip-flops and the input, and based on this we are deriving the next states of flip-flops and the output y. Now the equation here is ax plus bx. Now if you substitute the values here, a is 0, x is 1, plus b is 0, x is 1. So dA becomes 0. So we have 0 here. Now coming to dB, dB's equation is A complement x. Now A is 0 in this part. When we convert it into complement, it becomes 1, and x is 1 here. So 1 into 1. So that is equals to 1. So dB is 1. So that's why we got dB 1, dB as 1 here. Now coming to the y part. Now y's equation is ax complement plus b x complement. Now a is 0, x complement is 0, plus b is, what is b? Current state 0, x complement is 0. So finally we get y as 0. So we got 0 as here. So in this way, by substituting the inputs of a, b and x in the three equations, we will get the corresponding output values. Okay, in this way we will use the left these three values to get the right these three values. So in this way we have to fill all the records. Got it? Now that this is called the state diagram or state table, which clearly explains the operation of a sequential circuit. That means when the inputs are 0, 0, 0, what are the outputs, or what are the next states of the flip-flops, and what is the y. It is showing us the relationship between the inputs and the outputs, right? So by considering the state table, we can understand the operational style or behavior of a sequential circuit. Now, the question is, how did we derive to these equations? How did we get these equations? Right? How did we get these? So we know that using these equations, we can fill the state table But how did we get these equations? Any guesses? We got those equations based on the circuit, this sequential circuit. Understand? So if you convert the sequential circuit into a equation, Boolean equation, you will get these equations: dA, equation for dA, equation for dB, and equation for this thing. Understand? All right. So if you have any doubts, you can ask me now. So all this text which is present, which is noted here, explains the same process which I have explained. Got it? And all the operations here are synchronized using the clock. So this is how we can construct a state table which have columns like present state, input, next stage, and output. You have to remember these four columns. Present state, nothing but the present values of flip-flop A, flip-flop B. Input X is the external input which is coming from other circuits. And the next stage of A, B are nothing but the next values after a particular operation is performed. Next values of flip-flop A and flip-flop B. And output is the value of, or output is the overall output of the circuit, sequential circuit, which you can see in this diagram. Why? Understood? Yeah, that's it. I will not explain state diagram now because that will confuse you. So I want to discuss that topic tomorrow. That means next class. So if you have any doubts, how did we get all these things? You can ask me now.